Welcome back. This is at the end of the night when I'm starting a vlog. We set up a computer desk in the new place. We've never slept in here before. This is brand new to us. We're evacuating from the RV, from the storm.
He makes it so dramatic. We're evacuating.
We have to. Now this right here is the table we had in storage. Remember I was talking about this table? Remember we had these in our old house? Those are pretty nice, huh? We had two of those, but we can only have room for one for now. We put the bed with the bed and the living room. Got the mini split going, and this is the kitchen. We got everything together here, guys. Besides the countertops and the kitchen sink we don't have. But everything else is good. Covered the windows. Heather's got a couple snacks. We're going to make some brownies in the oven. Oh, I thought that's what brownie mix.
Oh, well, that was for tomorrow.
Oh, we'll make tomorrow then.
Because we're going to have ice cream.
Oh, but in ice cream, we painted the floor so it wouldn't be as, like, I don't know, dusty. We just threw some paint on real quick. We mopped and swept. We got this. We're going to put this in the window once I get all the cameras out. And we're broadcasting right here. It's windy out, but it's not. The winds aren't going to come till tomorrow. It's going to start at like tomorrow morning at like 10 or 11. So we figured just get in here no matter what and test out the bed. We had to bring the bed from in here to in there and clean everything.
It's like a fancy hotel.
It's like a fancy hotel in here.
It's a fancy hotel.
It took us about 1.5 years to build it. I just took my computer chair out real quick. I got to get my slippers.
He's using my hall table for a desk.
Their hall table for the desk. TV goes right there. It's all set up with HDMI to the computer. I'm going to put my desktop in here when we move in. We're not moved in yet. Evacuating from the hurricane. But everything's working. Hot water heater. We just took showers and a nice new shower. Microwave. Everything's working. The only thing we don't have is a kitchen sink. Well, Heather's giving a dog some Zen.
Don't show me.
Oh, that stinks.
I know, it stinks really bad.
They like that?
Yeah, they love it. The stinkier the better with these two.
Well, guys, it's the next day and the wind has started. So we're going to Wally World just to pick up a couple little things. Nothing big.
Nothing big.
And that's about it. But look at the wind.
Yeah. Show them your shoes. You gonna wear those shoes?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Comfortable. I don't
Woo!
care. Looks good?
Yeah, looks good. Let's go get my. Can I go get my water? Watch a boopy.
I should probably wear my better shoes for my feet, right? Yeah, it's raining, guys. We're getting the rain and the winds now from the hurricane. Well, from the leftover hurricane. Spent so much money, didn't want to do it, but I couldn't pass this deal up, and I got to show you guys. Heather and I have been working real hard, and we're like, you know what? Let's treat ourselves to something because we just like slave labor. We don't go out, we don't do anything. And I'm like, well, let's do this. Let's get this TV. So we even got a 55-inch TV. It was on sale at Walmart for like $360 or something like that. It was pretty cheap for 55. And this thing's like outstanding. I got the computer hooked up to it, the radar. Actually, this is the broadcast you're seeing on the internet right now. That's the broadcast you're seeing right now. Because we got our cameras on the internet live through this computer through a webcam out the window. So that's what you're seeing. So it's actually hooked into the computer. I had put holes in the walls for the connections and stuff. So, but I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, installing it. I got a Chromecast in there too. See it from way back here by the cat sofa. And if you're cooking something, if Heather's cooking something, you can actually see it from here too. That's kind of crazy, huh? I'll tell you what, this place like flew together at the last like couple weeks here. Of course, we've been working around the clock. I mean, we work for it, you know. So I got the microwave up here. I got to run another wire, but I'm not doing that today. I'm just taking it easy, doing one project at a time, a small project. Like I hung the TV, that's all I'm doing today. That's it. Then tomorrow I might put the handles on the cabinets, and I might come in here and push this stuff to the side. I might start fixing this wall. I got to put some more drywall in. I might do that tomorrow, and that's it. Screw all the drywall, get everything perfect, and maybe put the tape on it. That's it. Then the next day I'll go ahead and mud it. But it's a project a day, so I don't get all overwhelmed. Well, I'm tired already. Heather's gonna cook some stuff for dinner. And that's about it. Sorry I'm dressed like a bum today. I'm just kind of lounging around. I was going to wash the RV in the rain and do a video, Crazy Man Washes RV in Hurricane. I might do it still tomorrow morning. I just have something to say to a lot of people out there that they contact us saying, well, how'd you do this, Russ? How'd you do that? How'd you know how to do this? Well, first of all, we don't know the term. We don't even understand the term, I can't do it. There's always a way to do it. I figure it like this. I figured I didn't graduate high school, and everybody knows that. But a lot of times I, have trouble looking up in the books and doing, comprehending stuff, but I use YouTube to figure that out. That's like a whole thing for me. And if I can't write a letter or close on property or close on a house, it doesn't matter because Heather does it for me. I tell Heather I need this done because I have a power and I use my power and where my power stands, and she uses hers where hers. Because she's a paralegal, so she's used to doing all that paperwork stuff. Now I've never built anything in my life besides help my dad a little bit in New Salem when we were younger. That's really the building skills I have, and Heather. So, like us tiling this floor right here, for us it was a little tricky. This was easier because we did the bathroom. It got easier and easier as we went. By the time we went to here, the second tile job, well, this is actually the third because we did the shower. It was really easy. Then I went to here, we tiled this. This is tricky. For some reason, this was tricky. This is the last one. I don't know why. Maybe because of all the cuts and stuff. But, you know, building this place from scratch, besides the foundation was here, just block. That's all it was. We had to replace half the roof. It was rough. It took a lot of time. I don't recommend, if you're making a lot of money at your job, I don't recommend doing a house yourself. I don't recommend it, even a small house like this, because you lose more money than you do. You know, we probably gained in equity doing this probably about $60,000. That's it. Now some people make $100,000 a year, and if it took us a year and a half, that's like losing money if you're not working. And we worked in between doing this, but if you had to go to a job, it's not worth it. It's worth having a builder do it for you, because you'll lose money. But if you don't have a high-paying job and you can do stuff on the internet to get by, well, then it's worth doing this yourself. That's how I look at it. But we just don't have a thing that says, there's a lot of people out there like, oh, how did you do that? I can't do this. We can't do that. Well, you get people to do it for you for really cheap. You shop around. And you do stuff the expensive stuff you do yourself. This shower right here would have been $4,000. Right? So we did it ourselves. We just did it ourselves. We said, you know what? $4,000, we can do it for probably about $600 in tile and grout and everything else, and bed liner and stuff like that. And then the faucet was almost $180. That kind of got me off guard. I was like, whoa. Yeah, so we did it ourselves. It just made more sense than paying $4,000. We wanted to. We did this for cheaper than putting in one of those shower inserts. We did this for a lot less than getting an insert shower, and it's a lot bigger and better. Because those insert showers, you lose a lot of space. It's fiberglass, so you're losing space. This seems bigger because you're not losing the space. Like to know where to put the toilet and the shower and hot water heater, Dad did come over and help me with that because he's a builder. But that was basically it. And he helped me where to put the bedroom. That was, but he set it up with us on a computer. And then he came here and set this up. So that was good help. Thanks, Dad. But otherwise, where the sink's going, which way? The sink's going this way, line it up, line the mirror up, line the light. I'm a little off on the light, see? But hey, it is what it is. But I did all the wiring basically with a friend. I did most of it. I ran all the heavy stuff. Like the stove wire, how do you know where that stove wire goes? Well, you got to measure, and I'm not a good measurer. I don't know. I'm really suck at it. Like this outlet here, is it going to get in the way of the stove? I had no clue. I took a guess. This outlet, the height of the outlet from the height of the bar to clear the stove. I guessed, I measured this, but I guessed this. The trickiest part we had in here to do this place was to put the sink base all the way to the left. I didn't want to do that. And then line all this up and get the right size cabinets to have a full size refrigerator and this refrigerator. So we had to allow for a full size, if we want one later, and a smaller refrigerator, which we got a real good deal on. Like $350, so brand new. So this will last us for a couple of years. And these cabinets were a nightmare, the upper cabinets, because we had to have a 2-inch space here and 2-inch space there to make it look right. That was a nightmare. So that was another thing that was kind of a pain. But nothing's perfect. Like this outlet here, I could have went a little lower, but it's okay. Dishwasher outlet I messed up on. It's back there, but I need to put a spacer and run a cord and hardwire. Usually dishwashers are hardwired right into the dishwasher. I didn't know that. When you hit this left switch, you kind of want the left light to come on. This light. When you hit the middle switch, you want the track light, and you hit this switch, you want that light. So I did it like in order, so you would know where the lights are. So this one, that one, that one. It's bam, bam, bam. So stuff like that, little stuff like that. Like, where do you put the switches for all these lights? I kind of had all the switches here. So when you turn them off, when you walk in, you turn this switch on, it puts these two lights on here. And then when you throw the other switch on, it throws this light and the ceiling fan all around the corner. Now I could have wired that ceiling fan right here, but the wire was already wired up there with switches and stuff. I didn't want to have to run new lines because the garage was already wired like that. So I figured out, hey, that would work. We're selling the RV, guys, and we're getting a smaller RV, like one of those Sprinters, the van type thing, so we can do like weekend trips. That's what we want to do. So we're selling the RV, and it's listed. I'll put the list in the description. So if you guys want to buy it, you know this RV is mint. And it's got the RV locks, it's got the air ride, never even used. I mean, this thing is like never even really seen the road, a couple thousand miles, like 1,500 miles. Tires are like brand new, the Goodyear 10 plies. This thing has everything. So you know that we take care of everything. And everything has 2 awnings, an extra awning. There's nothing wrong with the RV.
Like us and share us. You know you'll find us funny.